All right, we'd like to welcome everybody to the Frog Togs, the Elite Redfish Tournament Series presented by Tidewater Boats, Yamaha Outboards, McLean Trailers, and a host of other great sponsors. My name is Pat Malone. This is Championship Saturday, day 2, right here at the Berkeley Fishing Jacksonville Jump, presented by Visit Jacksonville and the Beaches. Thank you so much for tuning in and for watching online, and we appreciate everyone who's shown up to watch these guys come up and weigh their great Jacksonville, Florida catch when they come to the stage. I think I just saw a team get called over to the measuring tank. We like to take this opportunity to thank the fine folks from Jacksonville, from right here at Jim King Park. Thank you so much to Mr. Jim and his fine staff for welcoming the tour here. Thank you to our great staff, Dowdy and Tammy Toomey, all the way from Tennessee. Thank you to the CCA for coming out and being able to tag these fish and move them. They've got some projects that they're going to be doing, so we're turning over all of our live fish, and then they're going to turn them over back to the water. So that's going to be kind of how it goes today. What we have on the line is a first place check. We've got a bounty check for $4,000 for the single biggest fish, and then we've got 2 other places to pay and some great trophies and promotional prizes. So it's not going to take too long to get it done. That win from yesterday knocked out some teams, and we are looking forward to what we have left because it is a stout field that's about to hit the stage. And none better than High Torque Tools team of Mr. Jacob Meyer and Jay Andrew. Y'all put your hands together for them. Welcome them up. They need 7.21 pounds to take the lead. What's up, my brother?
What's going on?
All right, Jay, get them in there. Hey, you got them, yeah? You got 2 fish today?
Yes, sir.
2 fish, 2 alive. Go ahead. You do it how you want to. I'm here for you. Push down. You want me to do it while you pushing down? Yeah. Would you rather me do that?
That would be good.
We need those sandbags.
You need a sandbag? Yeah. I know exactly what you mean. Okay, so here we go. You need 7.21 to take the lead on 2 fish. But you brought in what you caught. 6.38. Boy, you're in a good second place right now, my brother. Was you going to say something?
Yeah, I did Jay dirty. I grabbed the bigger one.
Oh, yeah. You kind of bulldogged him right then. Get on there. Hey, folks, put your hands together for keeping their catch alive as well as bringing in what they caught. That's a tough weekend that you're probably glad to have in the books, but it's another tournament down, another tournament limit, and on the board, more tournament points towards that team of the year. Talk about your day-to-day. What was the biggest difference between today and yesterday?
Well, yesterday, to be honest with you, we were kind of still half scouting a little bit. Today, we actually caught more fish, but we caught some that were over, we caught some that were under, and those are the only 2 slot fish that we found today.
And when he says over and under, for those watching that maybe you're tuning in from New York or something and you don't know, they have to be down here, they have to be, 18 inches long minimum, and they cannot go over 27. So, I mean, a fish too big, that's like having too much money or something. What's up with that?
It gets you excited when you're pulling in 28, 30 inches, and when you get them to the scale, you got to let them go. But it brings the energy level way higher and keeps you going.
And that's important on a day like this whenever you're out there and it's a little bit tough. At least you're seeing fish and catching fish. Sometimes the fish are just a little bit too good. Let's say hello to whoever might be watching back home at Lake Conroe, and also thank your sponsors, Jay.
Definitely, I want to take High Torque of Texas, Elite Boat Storage. Livingston Lures just came on board with me this year. Actually provided us some pretty nice tackle to try this weekend. Mercury Engines, I got to love them. They're faithful for me. And Jacob for bringing his boat from Tampa. I flew in this time. He brought his boat, helped us financially and physically through this event.
All right, buddy. And I know you've got a sponsor you want to thank today.
Yeah, like big shout out to Power Pole.
In this win, I mean, do they really work?
Yeah, they're awesome. And of course, in the win, you got to have them to fish at a high level. And the biggest thing, though, JL Marine, who's a company who owns Power Pole, the customer service is, I still think it's the best in the industry. I don't think anyone's going to argue with that.
That's awesome. You got family and friends watching at home?
Yes, sir. So, like, Mom, Dad, again, thank you for my girlfriend. She lets me drive all over the country and fish, so I can't complain about that.
Man, we appreciate you so much. Thank you. Hey, Jay, thank you so much. We'll see y'all a little bit later on. And like I said, for some of those watching, we have some people that may not know what all this terminology is and everything. A power pole is an electronic anchor. You have a remote around your neck, you push a button, and these 2 fiberglass rods go up and down, kind of like a reverse trolling motor. They extend from the back of your boat. Man, they just get down in that sand, and they don't do any harm, and they hold you nice and tight. You don't need a big, heavy anchor dragging across the bottom, messing up the grass beds and the bay flats and all that. So Power Pole, a great electronic anchoring system. And I see who's coming up next. Coming off a big win last week, they need 4.07 pounds to take the lead today. Team Blazer Bay, Barney White and Dwayne Mills. Come on, put your hands together for them. I don't want to spoil anything, but something tells me they'll have more than 4 pounds. And they're currently setting on the big fish, too. The Brecknell Big Red at 667 is their current biggest fish. We're going to put them in for 2 fish alive. Read your scales and get you locked in at 867. 867. Is there a 7-pounder and a 1-pounder in there? You want to weigh a big one?
No, I wish there was, but hey, it is what it is. We came over here. We fished the hardest I think we fished in a long, long time. I don't know that we've casted this much total this year that we did in the last couple of days. It's tough over here, but hats off to these anglers that deal with all this over here every day.
That big tide is one thing to definitely deal with for sure, and it can catch you at a moment's notice. Hey, let's get them out and get a picture, and then we'll get back here and talk a little bit more. All right, and so we see Barney has one that didn't quite make it. So their official weight will be 792, 3/4 of a pound penalty, because we want all these fish to be released alive. Hang on to what you got. That's my fault. Hang on to what you got right there for a second. Barney, look. Today.
Yeah, pretty much like yesterday. We pretty much found one little area that was holding fish, and we beat the snot out of it yesterday and went back and beat the snot out of it again today. We knew that we pretty much got whatever we could get yesterday from there, but not being from here and this big old tide, we did everything we could do just not to get stuck.
Yeah, and not a whole lot of plan Bs and plan Cs. When you coming over from Alabama and get a couple days to practice, you got to get your rooms, you got to get all this other logistic stuff handled. But I think you fared pretty well. Let's thank your sponsors. Maybe say hi to Andrea and everybody watching.
Yep, Mom, Dad, Andrea, I'm ready to get home.
I bet you are.
Thanks to Blazer Bay, Mercury, Optimal Batteries. Without all those people behind us, we'd be in trouble. But our equipment did well. We stood on that Mercury as hard as we could and beat and bang that Blazer Bay around. I have to take it back to the factory. I might have an oyster scratcher too to let them polish up for me.
You reckon? That's pretty good stuff. Dwayne, get in here real fast. I know the same thing with you. You're used to catching big old fish. You guys love fishing Louisiana. This has been a little bit of a different challenge, but it's kind of good to have something thrown at you that you're just not familiar with every once in a while, ain't it?
Definitely. We practiced for 2 days, and we come up with a spot, a A+ spot, and an A- spot, and everything was probably within 100 yards of one another.
So you had a spot. A spot.
That we did, and like Barney said, we beat it up, and luckily that bigger fish that we caught today, he showed himself, and we cast right in front of him. He ate and put him in the live well. We were ready to go.
Well, I know you're not going to hit I-10 quite yet because you might have that $4,000 check to take with you for the Brecknell Big Red Challenge. So we're going to hang out for a little bit. So you better say hello to someone watching at home because you might just be a couple hours later than you thought you were.
Hopefully we are a couple hours later, but I'd like to say hi to my wife. She's on her way back from Auburn, picking my daughter up that's going to be graduating from Auburn here shortly, and to Nick and Lauren. Thanks.
Oh, you're going to do that on my stage. Go ahead. You're bigger than me. You go ahead and do it.
Hey, well, everybody else, Auburn fans around here, I'm sure, we'll do the War Eagle. Hey!
Yeah, that's what we do in Florida. Okay, y'all put your hands together, Barney and Dwayne. At least they travel. Huh? Good Lord, man. Some of these guys, you can't get them to hardly get out of bed, much less get in a truck and go on the road somewhere. What's your boat number? Those fingers have thrown me off for 2 days. 10. Okay, here we go. Coming up next, let me get to you. Hang on a second. I want to make sure we do this right. Here we go. R.J. McDermott and Jeff Markham. Come on up, fellas. Team Rely On. Batteries. All I hear is good things about those things. Hey, brother. Had a little accident this morning. Kind of started off the day a little. Yeah, we're going to move this off of here. He said he's banged up. He's hurting just a little bit. All right, they've got 2 of them. Both of them alive. 1 fish total? Or 1 live?
1 fish.
Okay, here we go. 1 fish. Here we go. And he's good and alive, right? Here we go. Read your scale and get you locked in at 584. 584. Wow. And were y'all in the Big Red? Okay, see, now you saved $500 this weekend. You played it smart.
Yep. Yeah, we did.
You get out there and catch a 9-pounder, and you're like, you just lost 4,000. You won't feel so good about it.
No, sir.
All right, buddy. Let's get a picture. Then we're going to talk for a quick minute. Let's get the fish out. Take it over to the red box. Just a tough time out there. Did you ever have a really good fish on?
We had a couple of them miss on top water, and then had two of them throw our lures up in the air.
Wow. Hey, can we put our hands together for 584, folks? I was trying to squeeze in some work right there. And so you had one just kind of knock it out of the water?
He had one do it first, and then about an hour later, another one did it. Came up right underneath and shot it out of the water.
So are you looking for a new partner or anything? I mean, I don't know how this works. I'm not familiar with it. No.
I did it too. So
I'm just teasing with you. All right, here we go, Mr. Toady. Well, talk to me about today. Now, again, one good fish, other fish on, execution. You can't really say it's all execution because maybe they were short striking it or whatever. But talk about what he was talking about with the fish is kind of flipping the bait right back at you.
Oh, this is my first day fishing ever, so I think I did really well.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
No, it was just a repeat of yesterday, like deja vu. We got the fish early in the morning. The sun kind of dipped down a little bit behind the clouds, so it got a little tougher. We had a couple blowout, missed them. You know how it goes, so yeah.
Now, when you say that, tournaments are going to be over now. Does that mean you're throwing some top water stuff? And fish are hitting at them. What do you like throwing out there if you don't have competitions coming up in the next couple of days? Plug a sponsor, plug a lure that you're like out here in Jacksonville when they're up on top of this lure. It's a lot of fun. It's very exciting.
my lures that I make,
Okay.
and Strike First lures down in Orange Park. Those are great. Those sponge baits that dude makes. I'm gonna see if I can get sponsored by that dude. I hope.
That's awesome stuff right there. What's your favorite bait to throw to him? Same thing?
Well, I like the Rapalas topwater, but I threw some of those Strike First that he was talking about, and those things are pretty effective. I think that guy's up and coming, so hopefully he hears us.
Well, that's some good stuff for sure. You got anybody watching you want to say hi to?
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to say hello to my wife, Angie, yesterday, so I want to say hi to Angie Markham. I love you, babe, and I want to say hi to my stepdad, Charlie Pace, and my mom, Connie Pace. They'll probably see this video later, so.
That's good stuff. We sure appreciate that. How about you, buddy?
I already said hey to my wife yesterday. It ain't like she's gonna watch this. So.
You mean she's not sitting there on the edge of the couch ready?
No, sir.
Okay, buddy. Well, listen, thank you for coming. I'm glad you didn't hurt yourself this morning when you fell. It started his day off kind of upside down, and I'll tell you what, that can throw you for a loop, literally and figuratively. All right, making their way to the stage is going to be Team Hydra Step Boats, Chris Tuning and Brian Clark. They had 1063, need 773 to take the lead. He said it's not going to happen. You got two of them in there, right? Just one again. Wow. I thought today was going to be a lot better day for you guys. Yeah, I know. One fish, 479, leaves you 298 short. Pick it up. Let's get a picture of it. It looks like more of the same. Let's check out this fish right here. Now, you got something climbing on his back right there. There's at least 5 pounds of seaweed or something on it. Thank you for putting your hands together. Drop that down a little bit there, Brian, if you don't mind. Just a little bit lower. Get it from your face. There we go, buddy. We got an upshot on that camera. So, again, Chris, second fish ever on. Was it a good one? What happened? Did it get off? What happened?
No good stories. It was a struggle all day.
One bite, one fish, or you had an over, had a shorty? What'd you have?
No shorts, no overs. I guess we did have a couple shorts, but they were short.
Was anybody you want to say hi to? Thank a sponsor. Heading out. You're already saying no. I'm ready to go home.
I'm angry, so no, I'm good.
Don't be angry. At least you're fishing. Come here, Brian. Let me talk to you real fast. I know it's tough when you get out there and you got a game plan together and it just doesn't materialize like you wanted it to. But what good happened today other than that fish? I know something good happened on the boat. You got to tell everybody when fishing ain't good, there's something else you look towards. What is it?
I mean, there's always the next time for me. You just, when you're having a bad day, you start thinking about the next time. You start thinking about the next tournament. You start thinking about what you could have done different. We live in an area where there's a lot of good fishing, so, you can't get too discouraged.
Anything tide-wise or anything kind of, did anything make sense to you? Like, okay, here's why they're not biting. Here's why they're not here. Or was it just like, man, they just won today? It
was just a totally different day for us. Which we didn't expect. We had a lot more bites and saw a lot more fish yesterday, and today it just was. They just weren't there. We didn't catch any where we caught quite a few yesterday, and this one we caught just kind of scrambling.
Wow, that's crazy. You want to thank a sponsor? Say hello to anybody watching?
No, we'll thank Team Hydra Step. Thank the boat sponsor. So, okay. Yeah.
All right, brother. Well, listen, thank you guys for coming up and fishing this week. Thank you. We appreciate you, Chris, Brian. Thank you guys so much. I'm just glad it was that finger. I said, Tony, what's your boat coming up next? He says, boat number 1, Richard Hewlett and Damian Soloranzo. Come on now, son. Help a poor little country redneck. I see Solar and I see Zano. Solorzano. You need to move to Louisiana. Okay? I could chop things up over there real good. All right, let's put them on the scale here. You got 2 today?
Yes, sir.
There you go. That's important. Get that 2. Boy, you dug a big hole yesterday, though.
Well, we couldn't get the second fish, and we seen plenty of fish, but we just couldn't get them to commit.
Folks, they had 1 fish yesterday for $3.46. They need a $14.94 today to take the lead. Are you kidding me? Look at this. $13.44, 1.5 pounds behind on just 3 fish of your 4-fish limit. Got to be kicking yourself. There had to be something you could have got to the boat yesterday.
Well, we changed our game plan with yesterday with the wind, and just flipped the quarter and decided to just go with what we know. And yesterday we shouldn't have did that. And
Put that fish. They got $13.44, and here's a big reason for it right here. They need a 667, 697, the new Big Red Challenge leader. There you go, brother. We're going to get a good picture. And now your Brecknell Big Red Challenge leaders with that beautiful 697. Fantastic. Drop them down a little bit low. 697. What did you trick that one into biting, or whoever caught it? I mean, what were you throwing to him?
Well, I got the first one. He was 6.5. My partner here got the big one, but he had a good game plan. I mean, yesterday we tried to play it safe, and it just totally backfired. So we went completely different area, a long ways away, and it worked out. There were some big fish in there.
Did you change up baits or anything, or it's just location?
Mainly location. Same baits as yesterday. Paddle tails, jerk baits, Z-Man, Slayer, all of it. We threw it all. Just location. The fish were willing to eat up there.
All right, you can get back in here. You want to thank a sponsor, say hi to somebody? Come here, son. Did you actually catch that one? He said he had a 6.5 and you caught the 6.9. What'd you catch it on?
I caught it on a 6-inch jerkbait. Z-Man.
A Z-Man jerkbait.
Yeah. That's what I throw mainly a lot of is Slayer and Z-Man.
Did y'all have to go through a lot of fish? I mean, everybody's talking about how very few fish, very few bites. I mean, did you experience the same thing, or y'all were kind of on them?
We did really well at the beginning. We went almost an hour from here, and we released a couple of 4 and 5 pound fish. I had a really big one on to begin with, probably well over 8 pound, but he got off at the boat. So we followed up about an hour later, and I followed up with that one right there. I looked at him. He looked about 7.5. I knew he was a short fish. He was fat, but hey, we got what we got. But I was hoping to follow up with another big fish. The one I lost was kind of a heartbreaker.
Yeah, do you want to thank the sponsors?
Yeah, I want to thank Miss Maryland for sponsoring Big Fish for us and fresh local seafood.
All right, that sounds good. How about you guys? Anybody want to say hi to? Maybe thank a sponsor?
Yeah, that's my mom. We got shrimp boats down the way there, and we sell commercial retail, but she sponsored a Big Red for us.
Well, that's what I thought whenever you were talking, because you're talking about he's out on a shrimp boat and you just have him do most of the practicing and stuff like that. So maybe in those situations, it does take you a day to kind of figure out that this is what we're going to do, and it looks like you guys figured it out today. I hope it holds up for you. That'd be a nice check to take home after you give her cut of 50%, of course, for sponsoring it. There we go. I'm just giving you a hard time. Great job. A 697. Wow, that is nice. All right. Coming up next, Slayer Inc. Lures, James Drysdale and Stephen Farrell. Come on up, guys. You got 2 of them today? We do. All right, fantastic. Let's put them on the board in the bag. I'm just making sure because I'm like, I always see you on stage, and I'm like, maybe I forgot to record it right or something. So these are their 2 fish of the tournament. And they're going to weigh in, and they're alive, and they're going to weigh in at 963. So you're on the board. Let's get them out and get a picture, and then we're going to talk just a little. And y'all guys are great. I tell you what, for not coming up here yesterday, you put the fish in the right spot. Old James has done this a time or two before. Well, I know Well, you point to the tape, but trust me, it's not automatic, son. Hey, what happened yesterday? Did you break down or something? You just never found your fish? Talk about yesterday, and then we'll recap today.
Yesterday was tough. We had some trolling motor issues, so I had to end up pulling our boat for a good portion of the day, which was tough. But that aside, we were on the fish we needed in the morning. They ate. It was just top water and just heartbreak hotel. Yeah. They all got off.
Well, I tell you what, at least you made it back in. It looks like you might have got your trolling motor issues fixed, or you changed boats or something. I'm not sure. But day 2, another day out there on the water, I'm sure you guys would be chomping at the bit to get back out there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yesterday was pretty disappointing, and today we kind of ran the same route and found the fish again, and this time kept them on the hook.
That makes a big difference. And now that it's over, I know you're talking about topwater. Do you have a favorite lure? Do you have something that you kind of go to, or you want to keep that under wraps because you got to fish against these guys next week or 2 weeks from now?
Well, I used to love throwing topwater, but after yesterday, it's kind of tough. But we caught all our fish today on Slayering Lures paddle tails, the SSTXLs. That's all they would eat, and that's typically all I throw.
Man, that's awesome stuff. You got anybody you want to say hi to?
I'd like to thank my mom and dad for helping me out with all this, and my girlfriend.
All right, fantastic. How about you, son?
I'd like to say hi to my girlfriend.
All right. Hi, girlfriend. Hey, thank you guys so much. Congratulations. Glad you was able to make the stage. Appreciate y'all so much. All right. Coming up next, Team Yamaha Outboards, Chris Cincy and Josh McClendon. They're coming off a 1065 day 1, and they don't need but 775. And he got 2 fish? Yes, sir. He's toting it pretty decent. I mean, you know, Josh, you finally put him on the right fish.
Right.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to do sometimes. Well, folks, they don't need but 775, but they're not going to have that. But they're going to make a good run at it anyway because they actually have 1096. That's your new leaders. 2161 over 2 days, buddy. I bet you never thought 2161 on 4 fish, and you're going to be thrilled to have it. These are tough conditions this weekend.
It's low tide, 15 to 20 mile an hour winds, mud, water everywhere. Definitely tough. And the weekend, a lot of people on the water, so you're not only battling the elements, but you're battling a lot of just anglers out there fishing and having fun. So it was very tough today.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Let's get them out and get a picture. We're going to hear more about it. Put your hands together. Great job. We're doing one at a time. Now we're going down about waist high with them. We got an upshot camera. There you go, my brother. Good looking stuff. You're released. You can send them over to the tub. We'll get them back in the Berkeley Fishing Live Redfish Experience tank and then on back to the water. Come on up here. What is it?
Crab leg.
Oh, a crab leg.
Crab, all you can eat.
Yeah, I've had some crab legs this week. I must admit that. One thing about it, you said, you know, I've got some spots close and I got some spots far. You had to make a long run yesterday. And I know that Yamaha gives you all the confidence to head out of here and go as far as you need to. Did you make another long run today?
No, sir. Actually, never went more than just a couple of miles from here. Yeah. But we struggled. We had overs, unders, big trout, big flounder. He was the man with the plan. He caught all the fish, and with like 20 minutes to go, I caught our bigger fish. I got so lucky. I got 1 bite today, and that was our big fish. He caught all the other fish, a 15-pounder, the 5-pounder, trout. I caught 2 fish. I got 2 bites the last 2 days, and that's it for me. He was the man wearing them out.
So you were the pilot. You were the one getting you there, getting all stuff. That's okay. That makes for a perfect team. I say you mix it up like that. And what were you throwing to them when you caught those fish?
All Slayer Inc.
Slayer Inc. Boy, that's a good product. I'm hearing a lot more about that, and I know that they sponsor you too.
Yep, there's some good people make some good baits, man. Right here in Jacksonville Beach, actually.
I don't know about the good people part, but I know the baits work. Too many people use them. No, Chris, I'm just teasing. Well, you got anybody else you want to thank or say hi to?
I want to thank Yamaha Motor Corporation, Shimano, Power Pole, Rely on Batteries, and that's it. And Josh, and we had a great time, but it was a cool today because it was really weird. First 20 minutes, we had 3 topwater blowups, no hookups. We were like, oh, we don't want to start the day like that. Then he catches a small fish, and then I hate to use the word grind. We didn't really grind, but we casted about 3,000 times, and it was a long, drawn-out day. We had a lot of fun, but at the end of the day, we had those 2 fish, and I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, it's a great showing for sure. You got anybody you want to say hi to, maybe watching at home?
Yep, just my wife, Taylor, and my little boy, Grady.
All right, fantastic. Well, you've done enough. Boat number 9 coming up here, and it's going to be Chris Peterson and Daniel Dowdy. Come on up, guys. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? All right, now you had 510 yesterday. You need 1651. Now that's a comeback right there. You got 2 fish, 2 alive. Read your scales and get you locked in at 1234 for today. Get you within 417 of the leaders. That's a great job right there. Are y'all got anything for that big red, that 697?
I don't know. I don't know that he's going to make 697, but he's 26, so.
And are you guys in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get the big one out. Leave it in the bag. All right, so this is the Brecknell Big Red Challenge. It's going to be worth $4,000 right now. Hewlett and Sorlizano, I will get you. I promise I will get you. 697. This is their Big Red. Look at this, folks. 680. 17/100s from a $4,000 check would have been nice. Those are perfect, guys. Thank you so much. Awesome job. Right to the tub. Wow. Come over here and see me. Come talk to me. Really good day. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Good day, 680. Was there ever anything else on that you're like, man, if we get that one in the net, it's over?
Yeah, we had this last hour and a half, we had 8 looks, sight fishing and some grass, sparse grass, and right after I caught the 680, I had one on. It was nosed into the grass, and I hooked him on the other side of it. Trolling motor was on 10, trying to get up to him, and lost him in the grass.
Oh, wow. Are you kidding? Well, and now the fact that you lost him, he was a 26 3/4 9-pounder.
Of course, of course, of course.
I mean, it's verifiable. I mean, it's just it. So
He probably wasn't as big. He was a twin of that one, but I wish we would have caught him,
yeah, what a really good, solid day, too. Good fish, good friends, and everything like that. You have sponsors or someone watching at home that helped make this happen you'd like to thank?
Oh, my fiance and my dogs and my kid and my family. They make it happen.
That's awesome stuff, buddy. How about you?
Same thing. My wife lets me get out here and do this. She works hard and taking care of the kids and stuff so I can get out here. So I really appreciate it.
That's awesome stuff. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you. Great fish. Awesome job. All right. Coming up next, K&G Construction. Matt Davis and Nathan Morgan. Come on up, fellas. Now, they were your leaders after yesterday. They showed out with 14.55, and they really set the mark. You need 706. 706. You got 1 fish or 2? 2 fish. Read your scale for the win. 1017. That is your winners with 2472. Y'all put your hands together for him. You Great job, man. You did a good job faking like you was nervous.
Yeah, well, I mean, we actually had a tough day today. We didn't really get into our fish till about 12:30, 1 o'clock, and I don't know what happened, but we just went on we caught 5 or 6 fish, boom, 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 just like that. So
that's unbelievable. And now that it's all over, what were you catching them on?
We caught them on everything, really. Soft plastics, top water, spoons.
That's just a real nice way of telling y'all I'm not going to tell you what I caught them on because there's too many guys standing out here. Get them up. Let's get. That is awesome. A great thing to win. It's a great thing to come out on top against so many great anglers, but it's got to feel satisfying to know that this weekend you were just on a little bit better bite. You figured them out, kept them buttoned up, executed a little bit better. Something went down that made you end up on top this weekend. What would you attribute the number one thing to? Numbers of fish, type of lures, what is it?
Honestly, just being where the fish are at the right time. It didn't, the first day we had a couple bites on top water. Sun came up. We put the top waters away, started throwing soft plastics. Today was a little bit different. I had a fish come off right off the get-go, straight in one of the hooks on the top water. And Nate had a couple blow up on his top water and broke one off.
Wow. Had one 27
1/4. We had an oversized fish, a couple nice flounder, a couple trout. But that's about it.
I'm going to tell you what, it blows my mind because I guess I'm so used to a different style of fishing to hear how many guys are throwing top water. It seems like in Jacksonville, this time of year, the way the tides are and the wind, top water seems to be the beta choice.
Oh, definitely. You want to get that aggressive fish, and usually the aggressive fish are the bigger ones, so you want to throw that top water.
Well, that's unreal. We're going to hear more from you in a little bit. We're going to let you get down and share a little bit with your family and your peers and enjoy this, and then we got some stuff for you to come back up here for, okay? Y'all put your hands together one more time. Great job. Wow. All right, here we go. John, come on up and help me. We'd like to thank everybody for coming out. We're going to move right into the awards presentations. And on this tournament, with the amount of turnout that we had and everything, we're going to be cutting checks for 3 spots. But the top 5 all get awards. And that's what we're going to move into right now. All right, here we go. In 5th place and getting a great 5th place trophy and 2 commemorative checks. Make sure we got the right numbers. Get it right, John. We work at them fingers. I wanted to make sure. Here we go. In 5th place, put your hands together for Richard Hewlett and Damien. That's your 5th place team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on up, Richard. Fantastic, fellas. We got you. Thank you so much. That's your 5th place. And now we're going to 4th place with 1744. This is going to be Chris Peterson and Daniel Dowdy. Come on up, guys. Y'all make some noise for 4th place here today. Come on now. Coming up in 3rd place, Barney White and Dwayne Mills. $1,000 and a couple of nice trophies. And guys in 5th and 4th place, make sure you don't leave. We do something at the end of the tournament we want you to be a part of, please. Congratulations, fellas. Thank you so much. And then it's time for, you'll take it. And those Team of the Year Bassmaster Yamaha Redfish Cup Championship points aren't going to be bad either. Here we go. 2nd place and $2,000. Beautiful trophies to Chris Cincy and Josh McClendon, Team Yamaha Outboards. Now you can put your hands together for 2nd place. Great job, Chris and Josh. Appreciate you guys so much. All right. Okay, and then we have the Brecknell Big Red Challenge. I threw you a curveball. I see all them numbers and throwing me off this whole week. And here's it. And so here's what it's going to be. They also ended up in 5th place. They had that 6.97 pounder. Richard Hewlett and Damien, come on back up here and get some money. I'm just going to make it simple until me and you can talk more. Let's get to the white mark. That is your Brecknell Big Red Challenge. Hey, was it worth the $500 to walk home with $4,000? That okay? I figured you'd be okay with that. Come on, y'all. Put your hands together. Great job, fellas. If y'all want to get on stage, come on. You can get on stage. You can stay down there, whatever you want. We got time for family. Thank you, guys. We appreciate you so much. Good job. We'll have more. It is my great pleasure to present to you the champions of the Berkeley Fishing Jacksonville Jump, presented by Visit Jacksonville. Y'all put your hands together. Matt Davis and Nathan Morgan. And we're saying cheese. Come on, get your pictures, get up close, do whatever you want to do. You go wherever you want to. You don't get to do this all the time. This is a lot of fun. Look to your right. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you do it. Hey, brother, great job this weekend. It's got to make you proud. Money's good, but it's more about the accomplishment and beating these competitive anglers standing next to you.
Oh, definitely. My partner couldn't make it this week, but made it even sweeter to win it with a childhood buddy of mine.
Yeah.
We grew up together. Yeah. But just want to thank our sponsors, K&G Construction, Southside Paint, ACS Utilities, Onyx Site Services, and I think that's it.
You think that's it? Hey, Matt, he said, hey, I know you got somebody to thank. He said, you're not his normal partner. Well, good gracious, he needs to make you his normal partner.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to thank my beautiful wife, Tiffany, and my son, Brantley, right here. And then I want to thank the chef over there. The chef right here, Chris Cincy.
What do we need to do? It's been great to be in Jacksonville. We have so many people to thank. Of course, we thank Frog Togs, Tidewater, Yamaha, McLean Trailers, Berkeley Baits, the list. I mean, you can look over here. Abu Garcia, Wildwear America takes care of the tournament jerseys for so many of our anglers and the great communities. None any better than right here in beautiful Jacksonville, Florida. Who would not want to be here in April? It was a little bit tough on fishing conditions, but the food and the fun and the fellowship is second to none when you come to the Sunshine State right here in beautiful I would say Central Florida because that's where I'm from, but I'll say North Florida. It was kind of ingrained in me for the central part. But thank you so much for sharing it with us. We'll have everything on EliteRedfishSeries.com. We're going to let the stream run for just a little bit longer while you get to see behind the scenes and everybody get the pictures taken and all that. It's quite a bit of fun, and we're going to let you share in that, but we're going to turn the mic off for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Pat Malone. I look forward to seeing you when we get together to do this all again, and it's going to be at the Silver Slipper Casino and Hotel the weekend of May 13th and 14th with the solo tour, head-to-head competition, no teammates, no draw partners. What you do is what you do, and you're going to do it all on your own. It's been great being with you. Thank you so much for coming out and being with us. Again, my name's Pat Malone, signing off until we see you in May at the Silver Slipper Hotel and Casino.
Baby, cages feel me. Ain't liking this so wild that can ever tame the beast. I'm a lot of the jungle, sultan of the street. Ask anyone in there so wild to tell you I am the king. Oh, I'm the jack of many things, but when I step into the ring, I am the king. I'm the king of the ring.
You want me to do it, TikTok?
No, I don't do TikTok.